The story follows a female leopard's emotional journey of survival in the Okavango wilderness. After losing her cub, she faces grief, territorial conflicts with other leopards, and danger all around. Her journey to protect her cub is a symbol of courage, sacrifice, and maternal instinct in the harsh battle for survival. What should I do if the cheetah is about to give birth? Of course, looking for a safe and secluded place. Since cheetahs are small, large cats, so cats bigger than it are heaven and earth. Cheetahs never cause trouble but are afraid of trouble. This shows that. So pearl production is a very risky business. The trickiest thing right now is stay away from lions and hunting dogs in advance. At the same time, you have to jump out of the place where there is enough food. Pearl walked for 7 days and 6 nights, finally got the ideal delivery room. But it's still at Fort Water Bio, within the protected area. Just last night when it was ugly, Pearl gave birth to 3 boys and 1 girl quadruplets. The smell of new life. It has been licked clean for the first time. This is also to avoid predators from giving. Now is the most vulnerable moment for the pearl to explode. Experience tells him, from the prairie, there is no real safe place to come. His daughter is the most conspicuous of the 4 children. The power is almost neighboring. Can't stop. He has a heart that wants to explore the world. From today onwards, it's a very stressful day, at least 16 months. So he has to keep his eyes open at all times. It's all ears. The smell of young death, enhanced over time. The smell is for predators. It's a delicious aroma. To dissipate the odor, you have to move to a new place every 3 days. However, this time there is no need to travel a long distance. As long as the location is right, all 4 of them can be transferred in a few minutes. The more kids you have, the survival challenge is even greater. Soon he found a hidden coffin bush. Dense foliage, just enough to provide the perfect shelter, although it is only 20 meters away from the lair, and he's not going to let his guard down. Always be vigilant. Pearl was the first to pick up her daughter and move to a new home. The little ones are now completely dependent on their mother for care. Return. It takes a week to see the blurry world before my eyes. The time they can't see. It is also a time when Pearl carrying babies is relatively easy. Go back and forth to the cafeteria to settle all the little ones who died. Now he can go out hunting with confidence. Haven't eaten for a few days. His milk. It was almost all sucked dry by the 4 little ones. My weak body is in urgent need of progress now. The vast grasslands have an inexhaustible supply of delicious food, but it also tests the hunter's ability. Under the cover of grass, he has to choose his prey carefully this time. He may not be allowed to hunt again there. Newborn calf. It fits the hunting conditions he wants today. With a clear goal in mind, the pearl that hasn't eaten for 3 days, you can almost reach the peak in the outbreak. Start within seconds. Just sprint forward at 100 kilometers per hour. The calf was successfully taken down in the chaos. Go all out and get what you deserve in the end. If the wildebeest rescues the child at this time, then the other party will have no resistance. But pearls cling to strong appearances. Let the wildebeest be timid. As time goes by, the 4 little ones can only feel it obviously. Mother has been gone for a long time. Kara was so hungry that she tried to call for her mother. Fortunately, Pearl is also full. On the way back, this time he doubled his intake of food. If nothing else, this hearty meal will enable him to lie down easily for 3 days. There is also enough milk to support the child. Due to various factors, probably less than half of the cubs will not survive to adulthood if all 4 children can grow up safely. As you can imagine, what kind of effort does Pearl have to put in? Six-week master. The little ones can add complementary foods appropriately. From now on, pearls must not only fill their stomachs. We have to bring back the food and share it with the children. Kara was born with an independent temperament. While the three brothers were still fighting each other, he has explored this unknown continent with action. Except for my own family, he's never seen anything else. He is curious about everything around him, even a fly. But he didn't go far. I can hear my mother calling him home for dinner. This meal means a lot to the fur little ones. It is also the first time that the explosion has eaten meat. Carla is late. I almost missed this delicious growing feast. They must learn how to eat quickly, lest the smell attract competitors to be strong. Lions are one of the leading killers of cheetahs. The two brothers advance towards the position of the pearl rack. The single male lion is seeking suitable territory. I don't know the existence of mother of pearl. If they find this delicate family, just around the corner, there will be no mercy. With a keen sense of smell, Pearl soon noticed terrifying bloodline suppression. Then the lion suddenly stopped and rest less than 2 kilometers away from them, accidentally giving mother of pearl, created the perfect escape time. It's no longer safe here. Fortunately, the cubs have survived the dangerous period safely. The two brothers are now both parents. On a lifetime event. No time to care about others. They want to be with the lionesses down the mountain. Build a new family. The premise is to defeat the lion first, to own the lioness. Unfortunately, this place has been occupied by 2 other ends. Stronger lions rule. Visually, it seems a little untouchable. If the 2 brothers don't leave, will eventually be chased or killed by the owner. Lion's main work is to protect his wife, children, and territory from encroachment. In return, the lionesses raise their cubs together and provide a food source. This lioness is like a pearl, belongs to top predators, but he's more interested in hunting down larger prey. Lions don't have the speed of cheetahs, but he is stronger than a cheetah and has easier access to food. Lion King Ken shares lunch with his wife and children. It is also one of the few harmonious scenes in the pride. For weeks later, Pearl and the children still lead a semi-nomadic life. Every time you go to a place, you only stay for a few days and then move away in a hurry. But the little ones are well taken care of. It's a little bigger than before. A domineering white cloak with a back, more obvious than before. 3 months later, Karabi was more curious before, because his nose can smell thousands of meters away. All kinds of strange smells. You have a few months left to hunt, but his senses have matured. While it's early to show the domineering style of a hunter, when facing prey, the natural rattle of his face directly scare away local neighbors who are about their size. Hear your mother's call. This adventure is officially over. In the eyes of children, Pearl, she is a super mother with both wisdom and strength. At dawn, the fog blurred everyone's vision. Pearl and the 3 brothers are searching for the lost Kara. They didn't dare to call each other for a while, afraid of causing unnecessary trouble. Invisible place. No one can guess what's hidden. But the trail is interrupted for a long time. Carlo was terrified. Start calling for mother. His noise is too loud. Wake up the homeless brother whose father is sleeping. 2 male lions have been driven out since the last time. Still single. Kara doesn't know. What kind of monster did you provoke? The male lion can recognize the voice of a young furry child. Decided to play a game of cat and mouse. Fortunately, the understanding is strong enough, as long as Carla doesn't make a sound. He was completely disoriented. This way, Mother of Pearl has been looking for Kara, who is alone. Maybe the distance is too far, which affects the line of sight. They had trouble hearing distress signals. There are still 3 young children who need to be cared for. He can't just leave alone, only at great risk to summon Kara. Pearl seems to have received a signal from Kara, and it's very close. Sound guides the way. Soon the mother and daughter will be reunited again. Time is running out. It has been exposed here. They don't have time to celebrate and move, because the homeless brothers roam at least every day, more than 10 kilometers. Mother of Pearl travels 40 kilometers, and then he goes back to where he started before he gave birth. After all, I know the way here. If you encounter an emergency, you can also respond quickly. For small ones only grow up gradually and are relatively safe. They hunt with their mother every day, until about 1 year old. It also increases strength and agility. They now have enough food to eat. Of course, it also protects against poachers in the vicinity. Soon after, the 3 brothers would make a great team, also the strongest alliance. And at 2, they're almost grown. In a few months, Kara will leave the league, find significant others. Following the path of his mother is his final destination. And it's time for Pearl to leave. The super mom. This is the 2nd time that all children have been raised. For cheetahs with extremely low survival rates, absolutely a miracle. The children inherited the estate. They have done it. The courage to continue challenging this grassland. Thank you for watching the video. Wish you lots of joy and health. Goodbye and see you in the next video.